Here we can see that two wires, orange and green, goes to the buzzer. Orange pin is for the 12 Arduino, green is the ground. The rest red is the voltage, which is the VCC, ash goes to the ground, blue is the input for wire for analog A0. So here we can see that flame, buzzer pin and threshold are defined as int and with their respective pin numbers A0, 12 and 100. So 100 is not the pin number, it is just the number that we have defined for the fire sensor to get activated. You can change it with your readings. So we can see that in the void setup, buzzer pin was declared as the output pin mode. In void loop, we get to see that sensor value is equal to analog read A0. Analog read actually reads the input from the input pin, which is A0 that we are using. So when the sensor value passes through the serial.println, it gives the sensor value in the if loop. So when if the sensor value, which is the input, is less than the threshold that we have stated as 100, so that means that sensor value has to be less than 100, the buzzer will start giving a sound with a delay of 50 microseconds. Else, if the sensor value is greater than the threshold, which is more than 100, that is 101, 102, 103, then there will be no sound from the buzzer and it turns off. Now, if we click on the serial monitor without giving any input, just with the connections and the power, we get to see this. We can see that all the values are above 1000, which is not below 100. So the buzzer is off at the moment. Now if we light on the fire, we can see that the buzzer will be giving a sound. As soon as the fire goes off, the buzzer goes off. Again, if we start the fire again, the buzzer goes on. As we give the fire on the sensor, you can see that the readings has reduced to less than 100 and the buzzer is giving a sound. As we stop, the reading goes above 100 and the buzzer also stops. Now when we're going to take the input as from digital pins, so in digital we only work in ones and zeros. So here, connecting the flame sensor with the Arduino digital pin 7, and here we have defined flame equals low. So in the void setup, we've defined the pin modes, buzzer as output and flame pin as input. When you go to the void loop, we get to see that the flame variable gets the digital readings from the flame pin or the 7. So when the flame equals high, that is 1, that means the flame sensor did not actually get any value of fire wavelengths, so the value is 1, so the buzzer will be off. As a result, the buzzer is low. Else, when we go to the serial print ln, here flame, now if we light the torch, we get to see that the flame variable gets a value of 0. Now the digital write will work as a buzzer starts to give sound. So as the buzzer gives sound, so the buzzer's output is high. So that's how it works.